All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. We got the No Paperwork podcast. Now I seen this podcast come on the scene. I think it was like last year, or the year before. I seen them like at a park or something, and they had they had the canopy, but I never really paid attention to like figure it out. As a matter of fact, I didn't understand what it meant. No paperwork. I didn't know if it meant like you gotta have good paperwork or like if you have paperwork, we don't care. Like I didn't know, but somebody brought it up to me and they told me that it actually means you gotta have good paperwork and be in good standings to be up there on that podcast. So to those that don't know, they are a platform from up north. It's four dudes. I think one of them's a rapper, the BFD dude, which is the big dude. And the reason I know that he's a rapper is because my brother Gravedigger dissed him. And I also posted BFD's music in the past. I put him on a top five playlist. I don't know, sometime last year. I didn't know who he was. I thought the music was pretty dope. Well, the song that I heard, you know. So salute to them, bro. I don't know what they got going on. I just know that this video went somewhat semi-viral. One of the dudes is on the podcast, and I guess something spooks him, and he gets up with the banger. I seen the clip, but I wanted to watch a little piece of it before I gave my reaction. So real quick, salute to the squad, salute to the day ones, the day threes, and the day fours. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and tonight I'll be live on YouTube. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this, so make sure you guys pull up to the YouTube live stream tonight. All right. With that being said, this is gonna be a short one. Let's press play and let's see what's going on with the No Paperwork podcast. All right. Make sure you guys go follow them too, bro. At the end of the day, they doing what they supposed to be doing. You feel me? So make sure you guys go and support them. Let's go now. If you want to watch it yourself, the timestamp it's at 7 minutes with 25 seconds. All right. Let's go.
That verse was one of my favorites. I was bumping that shit. He gave it to me when it was just him on there, and I was bumping that shit. I was rewinding this verse over and over because that shit it's something you could feel.
So there's two things on that album that I feel are like low key crazy, like change some shit up, right? And one of those things.
Hold on.
And one of those things.
We gonna stop. Huh? Oh. All right. Man, we all live and shit.
Are we still on live?
Yeah,
we still on live.
100%. Hey,
Let's play it back one more time, bro.
That verse was one of my favorites. I was bumping that shit. He gave it to me when it was just him on there, and I was bumping that shit. I was rewinding this verse over and over because that shit it's something you could feel.
so there's two things on that album that I feel are like low key crazy, like change some shit up, right? And one of those things.
Hold on.
And one of those things.
We gonna stop. Huh? Oh.
All right. So I caught a couple things, bro. So look, I caught a couple of things. I fucking hate this hat, bro. It's too high. All right, there you go. All right, so look. First and foremost, the fool with the LA hat that's backwards, he's dissing, right? I wear a backwards LA hat, but it's fashion because I'm from LA. For them, it's sort of dissing. You know, they dissing us, whatever. It's cool. That's what they supposed to do. You know, it ain't none change. Ain't none change. Nothing out the ordinary. There you go. Much better hat. My bad. I just can't focus, bro, if I don't got the right hat on. So Backwards LA had he dissing, right? It's cool, whatever. That's what they supposed to do. They the ops, even though there's a peace treaty in prison, whatever. They still the ops. They know that, right? All right, whatever. Plus they go at it with the upstate Southsiders, so it's a given, right? All right, check it out. This is real. It's not fake. And I'll tell you how I know it's real. The dude in the far right, this guy right here, this guy, his eyes go like this, right? And that's how you know it's real. Like when somebody peels their eyes, like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But I will say, look, very quick, let's break it down. BFD, this guy right here, he was on point. He's the one that was paying attention. Look at him closely, how he's already detecting a threat outside of his building. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I think. They're in the office somewhere where there's a hallway. Okay? And the hallway, people can be in there walking from one office to the next. And so it's glass. All right? So whoever was walking by was able to see inside. And they are facing the window. So they could look outside and see the hallway. I guarantee you that's the setup. That's how come they could see what's going on in front of them. Like me, I'm in the building, bro. Like you can't see me, I can't see you. Why could I got cameras everywhere so I could see who's outside the plaza. All directions. You feel me? So I see you coming from a mile away. That's the beauty of having your own fucking building, right? But again, I guarantee you they're in the inside of a building in an office, which is fucking dope as fuck, right? Because it's like corporate, it's like corporate style shit. But look at BFD. He already paying attention.
That song was that verse was one of my favorites. I was bumping that shit. He gave it to me when it was just him on there, and I was bumping that shit. I was running this verse over and over because that
Look
shit
at
was, it's something you could feel.
So there's two things on that album that I feel are like low key crazy. Like
Look, he even points at the guy like, hey, pay attention. Look at him. He's already pointing at the guy. The other fools don't know what's going on. None of them. That fool BFD's already like, he on point. He on point. He's supposed to be.
change some shit up, right?
The other fool, this fool right here, now he sees it. Whatever it is, bro. Might be the enemy. Might be somebody trying to break in. It might be a drunk bitch out there. We don't fucking know. Right? All right, at this point, we don't know what the fuck is going on. But the only two people that are paying attention is BFD and this fool. These guys seem unfazed. Okay, they might be civilians. They might be, I don't know, background dancers. I don't know. They might be dudes that are, they got fucking 245s and they don't give a fuck. They ready, but they don't seem like it. All right, but let's continue.
And
Look at homie over here. Look at his eyes. The eyes don't lie, Chico. The eyes don't lie.
one of those things.
He even flinched. And BFD is looking at him. You know why BFD is looking at him? Because BFD knows he's the only one in the room with a pistola. But for police, we're going to say allegedly. Because regardless, we don't snitch or dry snitch. So we're going to say he's the only one with the pellet gun, the flamethrower. All right? Well, now that I look at it, this guy too, he sort of peels his eyes too. Look at him. This fool you can't see because his eyes. But this fool's looking at him like, you got the blower, homie?
Change some shit up, right?
How do you go slow motion? Man, I'm fucking YouTube Premium. Get the...
And one of those things.
Oh, wait. Why did that go fast? I wanted to go slow. Oh, right here.
And one of those things.
Oh, it was a threat. Now look. People were saying that the big dude was goofy, right? But I don't think so. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I think the two goofies are the ones in the middle. They're the goofy ones. They should have got up with the quickness and been ready for whatever. They were just sitting there like sitting ducks, right? This happened in real life, bro, real time. This didn't happen on the internet. Ain't no whack 100 yelling at the computer screen and you just sitting there like, oh, okay, whatever. This happened in real life. In real life, you gotta be ready, fool, because one minute you're here, the next minute you in the box. They were just sitting there doing nothing. BFD and the other dude, they were ready for that action. You gotta give them number respect for that. All right? But where people were calling this fool goofy was because they were saying that he fumbled the gun and he was trying to do some shit on the internet. Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think was going on. Right there, he remembered we're live. We're live. We gotta turn this fucking live on, because if I split this motherfucker's wig right now, we live. He's trying to grab the pistola. He's trying to turn off the internet. He's trying to think about what to do. All at the same time. It ain't that easy, homie. I've been there, bro. It ain't that easy, bro. I've been there, bro. Trying to do 3 fucking things at one, homie. It ain't that easy, bro. See, look at his hand. Is trying to figure out what to do. His mind knows what to do. Like, I know I gotta turn off the stream. But his hand, look at his hand.
And one of those things.
Look, bro, I'm gonna say this. This guy right here, he disappointed me. He should have been over the counter with BFD. I don't give a fuck if you're the guest or not. You should have been over that counter with BFD. You should have told the fool next to you, give me the strap. And you should have jumped over the counter, bro. I don't know who this guy is. He like Run DMC with a big ass chain and shit. I don't expect him to do anything but read some books. But again, salute to BFD and the other guy. They were ready. They were like, bam. You gotta respect that, bro. You gotta, salute that, because whoever it was at that door, they were ready to risk it all. People could say whatever, but you don't know until you're in that situation, bro. People could sit here and be like, oh, if it was me, I would have. Yeah, shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have done shit. All right? It's easier said than done, bro. When you're in a situation like that, bro, you're trying to figure out a lot of things at once. It's not that easy, bro. It's really not. But number respect for being ready, being on point, and trying to do the right thing. Let me get off the internet real quick. Now, I'm sure if something would have ran through that door, it would have been no internet, no thinking about buttons. It would have just been ta 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 ta. You know what I mean? Or it would have been whatever. But BFD went out there to confront it. I heard security guard, so I'm sure probably the security guard was out there. I'm sure probably the security guard drew down on the guy if it was a threat. But whatever it was, I don't know. If they came out and said it, somebody drop me a link. All right, but salute to the No Paperwork podcast, bro. I'm going to check them out now. I'm going to see what they about. I know they up north. But again, we on YouTube, homie. It ain't. Now, I don't know if they diss. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. Maybe they do. And if they do, then I probably won't watch. But if they don't, and you could watch it, why not? With that being said, salute to everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All right. Make sure you guys go follow them too. And with that being said, I'm Blue Devil, and I'll catch you on the next one. Let's go.